Zendaya might not like this, and Tom Holland could be in trouble. The MCU is calling a certain someone to join the Spider-Verse and help to lift the MCU out of whatever the doldrums it has been might be. And it turns out that for Kevin Feige, the person he most needs is none other than Sydney Sweeney. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel that explains entertainment, keeps you ahead of the culture curve, and talks about the rumors of a day that we believe have significant plausibility. We're so happy you're here, and we're ready to tell you what might be coming. And trust me when I say that the potential hiring of Sydney Sweeney has far more importance than you might originally believe when it comes to Marvel, the MCU, and what we are watching go down with the culture war. In fact, it could signal a significant shift back to what we witnessed in the 80s and 90s in terms of entertainment. Don't believe me? Well, let's bring on the panel and we'll explain right now. Apparently, Marvel has seen the light and they realized that the type of feminist role models they were putting out there in the Phase 4, well, it did not work and they've set that to the door. Instead, now we are getting Sydney Sweeney apparently coming to the MCU. This is out of Bounding into Comics. It's by Spencer Bakuli. It says, rumor, Madam Web star Sydney Sweeney being eyed for role of Black Cat in Marvel's Spider-Man 4.
Perfect. Perfect casting.
Here's what we've got, folks. According to a new whisper, and by the way, we like Spencer. We think Spencer's usually on the money with these things, which, if it shakes out to be true, will most likely set the internet absolutely ablaze. It seems Disney and Sony are looking to cast Madam Web star Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat in their upcoming fourth Spider-Man film. Look out, Zendaya. Word that Sweeney could soon undergo her own cinematic superhero actor redemption arc a la Chris Evans with Johnny Storm or Ryan Reynolds with Wolverine Origins was first brought to light courtesy of noted Scuper. My Time to Shine. Hello. Jonas, is that the account that's still under suit or threat by Disney, or is that
that's Can We Get Some Toast? That's the one that the other one is the one that is problematic at this point for Disney's legal.
These names are too clever for me. I just can't track them because they're so clever.
Can We Get Some Toast and My Time to Shine work hand in hand on a very frequent basis, but it seems that My Time to Shine doesn't show things that are specific leaks or is not the source of actual leaked images here. So, there's a line that hasn't been crossed here.
Well, per an analysis provided by the subreddit Marvel Studios Spoilers and the subreddit DCU Leaks, this account, My Time to Shine Hello, holds a 65.89% accuracy rating regarding their scoops. Guys, I'm not going to brag. I'm just going to say 65 ain't what we do. All right. In a post shared to their paid Twitter subscribers on August 18th, My Time to Shine Hello alleged that not only is the Anyone But You star being actively considered for the role of the feline-themed thief, but also that Daredevil, Born Again series directors Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead are a near lock to helm the Web-Slingers' fourth MCU-era adventure. So, Sydney Sweeney, well, that's a change-up versus what we have been getting in the past. And I would say She-Hulk, this is not. So, guys, has Kevin Feige has he gone full red-blooded American male kind of marketing for the MCU? What do we think we're getting here?
Well, it's good that it's a good thing that someone else made her successful, so that finally an executive can make this case without it being, this one's really good looking, let's put her in the movie. I think what's funny at this point is you're going to have Tom Holland's Spider-Man, who is like a 19-year-old boy. You're going to put him right next to Zendaya and Sydney Sweeney.
He can't be a 19-year-old boy anymore. He's got to be like 24, 25 in this next movie. Isn't he like 30 now?
Well, at this point, I mean, and they could throw in a Gwen Stacy if they wanted to pull a Sam Raimi Spider-Man 3 situation here.
Who wants to be Mary Jane
and Zendaya right next to each other, and Tom Holland? I mean, okay, so you could have a woman who has been combative, awkward, and is I'm going to say Hollywood standard of beauty right now. Or you can
I'm stepping 5 feet away from you, Jonas. I don't want any part of the backlash coming our way.
There are two cultural differences here. There are very big cultural differences in the beauty standards here that are presented. I'm not saying that Zendaya is not good looking, but there's an obvious difference in market here that we're talking about. And I'm not talking about skin color in any way. I'm just talking about let's say the
Assets.
understated performance, the more subtle beauty of Zendaya versus the more obvious of Sydney Sweeney. I will leave it at that.
Let's navigate this a little, a bit deftly. Here, let's try this. What is it going to do if you put Sydney Sweeney with Tom Holland in a Spider-Man movie? It's got to be a love interest kind of thing. There's got to be some kind of, it would be hard not to have that happen. And it's going to create a cultural backlash because people are going to perceive it as being Sweeney versus Zendaya. Marvin, am I right?
Well, where they're at right now with the Spider-Man franchise is MJ doesn't remember who Peter is, and she's off at MIT. So you could tell a movie without MJ in it, and if it's Black Cat, then the whole point of Black Cat is that they always put it, Mary Jane is Spider-Man's girl, is Peter Parker's girlfriend, while as Black Cat is Spider-Man's girlfriend. And it's, do I want to be Spider-Man or do I want to be Peter Parker? And I think that's probably the story they're going to want to tell, because with nobody remembering who Peter Parker is, it's probably going to be very easy to sink into just being Spider-Man all the time.
Yeah. And I thought they weren't going to go with this way at all, because recently, just if they were following the comics, in the comics, they just race swap, Felicia Kyle into, more diverse Black female now.
Felicia Hardy, you mean?
Yes.
You combine Black Cat and Catwoman there.
There you
go. Sydney Sweeney coming to the MCU, I think that would be a huge deal. And I think it might. I think it might make a lot of people mad in Hollywood. Honestly, I think
it could. It definitely could. I think you're definitely going to get that. Because when they create a woke environment, they don't like to see you pull back from it. Like once you're in, you can only go further in. So, but they're also learning that the people that freak out and stomp their feet and hold their breath on Twitter about this stuff are not the people who go see these movies. They've learned that now.
I go back to this idea here. There's really no chemistry on screen between MJ and Tom Holland's Spider-Man at this point. No. Sydney Sweeney generally plays characters who smile on occasion. And I just, if they go for at least some element of that, will they, won't they? I think that's been completely missing from the Spider-Man movies, despite the fact that it's one of the few working relationships in the MCU. I'd say working, active relationships. The MCU has pretty much stayed away from actual romance. Just look at how much they screwed up Thor and Jane Foster. Or the Strange, we could say the slow burn of Pepper Potts and Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man here. They really don't like active relationships in their films here. So I don't think they're missing anything if they don't want everyone to be rooting for Spider-Man to be getting with the girl that is not his main squeeze.
Well,
here.
If they do a comic book accurate Black Cat, she's gonna essentially throw herself at him.
Yes.
There's a way to get the audience in the theater right there. I guess.
Well, if they're going to do Sydney, how long until Feige's like, we need the ladies back too. Let's go with Glenn Powell.
Now add Deadpool into this movie, and there you go. You've got modern Disney Marvel right there. So
well, maybe we're swapping back to the 90s, the 80s and 90s. Maybe we've realized that the woke ideology is just absolutely failing. That's what it looks like to me. But maybe I'm seeing it through a filter. I don't know. Folks, we have come to the end, but oh, what fun it was while we were with you, and we hope that you feel the same way. If so, consider clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment right on down below and let us know your thoughts, for a mind is a terrible thing to waste, so waste not yours. Join the community dialogue today. Folks, we hope you're making the world a better place. If not, change around now. It's never too late to put a little bit of a good mark on this world around us, and you're just the kind of person to do so. Until the next time we meet, folks, keep learning, keep growing, and as always, keep having fun.